Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is the boss battle poster this weekend. It's not a joke, it's real. Continuing with the Ghostbusters theme. He is a aggressive powerhouse legend era. He has the legend era link, gems do 10% more damage, and the Ghostbusters gear. He's a trainer. Green MP all the way at 6 stars is going to be reduced by 10 for your opponent starting. So this should be a very fast preview for me. I have two build sets, but different ways of running one of them. And the second one is literally there to show you the move animations. There's no reason I would ever run it over the first one you're going to see. And I am not going to run either of the kick out moves. The lying in the wait 4 MP black. This move can only be used while pinned. Deal 520,000 damage and increase your black gem damage by 1500% for 3 turns. That includes turns while you're pinned. And the Sugar Rush 4 MP black kickout move, deal 514k damage, kick out of pin, swap 16 random gems to red. The other thing is his 6-star move is Wants More. That makes random black gems on the board. So I could easily see a triple black build if you have a drip plate where you play to get pinned and you buff your black gems, you kick out. Actually, I probably would be really careful with that because you're going to make 16 random reds and throw them all over the board. And I would assume, don't know for sure, I would assume the drip plate will work on a kick out. So likely you'd move your pin bar a ton and then not be able to do a lot. So I think honestly, for that build, I'd probably just run lying in the wait once more and then pick another move to go with it, as I think this might mess it up, but then you'd still have to kick out too. Anyway, keep it in mind, we're thinking about, we're not going to run 2 black moves because I don't think they are worth looking at prior to 6-star personally. So this is the move set. Snack Attack, 7 MP yellow, deal 82k damage, choose 7 gems to make into red. Taste of Terror, 9 MP red, deal 110k damage, and choose 1 gem to make into a 3-turn Juggernaut gem that will force your opponent to skip their turn for 1 turn on every countdown and increase your yellow MP by 7 at the end of the countdown. That stuns them. Every Juggernaut gem you get out there is 1 stun turn every swipe, so multiples mean more stun turns. And then the 7 NP Confection Rejection. Deal 90k damage and choose 1 gem to make into a 4-turn countdown gem that will deal 5 million damage. Let that sink in. That's a lot. Basically, if someone doesn't have anti-stun and they don't have... and you don't cascade on your first turn, they're never going to get a chance to go. You will be able to take out anyone in the game, assuming they don't have anti-stun, and you don't cascade with the builds I'm going to show you. So they won't ever get a turn. So first one, this is pretty easy, obtainably trainer-wise. The hardest one is by far Veteran Cena. This is how I would run it, though. Kofi, Showboat Cena for 2 yellow MP. You can use any yellow MP too, but I just prefer him. Tech Cena for an extra countdown. You could run it even without him. This just makes it faster. And then X-Pac for a red match on your gem. This is for feud. Tours, you wouldn't need that stuff. You could run this Armor, Fury, Vitality. It doesn't really matter. Honestly, you barely need a strap, except for the fact that General's Orders is very good. Whenever you break 3 or more red gems, get 3 more yellow. So our yellows are going to be refilling a lot. And as you know, the countdown gem does a lot of damage. So I like General's Orders. All right, let's see this in action. And as long as I don't cascade, Ivar will never do anything except kick out of pins. But it's me, so I likely will cascade. Of note, with this build, and the reason X-Pac is on there, yes, there's a red 5 match. I could easily take that. I am sure I will manage to cascade if I take that one. So, you know, you're going to throw your 2 countdowns out first, as you'd expect. And then a red 6 match is what you want to do if you don't, if they have max MP perks in feud. That's why Xbox on there, it's going to give us 7 red MP. In Feud, we'd start with 2, so 2 plus 7 is 9. That's assuming max MP perk. So you're gonna match 6. And that'll fill the Juggernaut gem move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count, and so normally I would do 6. I really don't. We'll just do 6, whatever. And then set up a bunch of red 3 matches after that. Okay, I didn't cascade. This is great. Then you throw your Juggernaut gem move out. And now we are going to swipe. And I cascaded on this 3 swipe. That's shocking at the very top. Anyway, if I don't cascade, they're stunned. And then it's just swipe city to reload because your yellows reload. And you're back going, and now you have 2 Juggernaut gems out. So you're doing 2 sets of stun, and your opponent isn't doing anything. While you wait for those to tick down to 0. So once you get 2 Juggernaut gems out, you don't need to worry about giving up turns or any of that, because the stuns start to rack up. So like literally I can just do a 3 match. I could do a 5 match. It doesn't really matter at this point. It's already over. So let's just put some gems down. And then you can just swipe it out for the W. You don't even need to put more down. Of course, you could put more down, and it's just going to continue to build the stuns and all that. You can see he's already up to 3 turns, and now the Juggernaut's going to go off. This swipe is going to deal a bunch of damage, blah, blah, blah. Boom. We're going to do another 10 million right here. That would be another 10 million with those going off. And you can see we just quit doing stuff. So literally, it's just get 2 sets out and then swipe. I guess at 6-star, I didn't bother to look it up on the portal. I'm told it does 7 million. So then you're doing like 14 million with the first 2 ticks. Worst case scenario, you get pinned and then the Juggernaut gem kicks in. But most of the time, that's not even a deal, right? You don't have Texina, it's worse, but again, it's not even going to matter. Completely unstoppable unless someone has an anti-stun. And I definitely would recommend getting an anti-stun on someone to deal with Stay Puft, because he's going to be a huge problem. I mean, if you want to set him up so the AI can do it, you know, just use double red MP trainers and all that jazz. Here's a different way of doing it. If you have 17k Santa, want to do it this way, you only need a 5 match. To get loaded in Feud. And that gives me an excuse to run it again, because this is not going to be a long preview. Plus, these +2 on a match trainers are amazing. I love them. So useful. Oops, not Vince. We want Montez. And then we're going to put 17k Santa Hogan for 1 more MP. That gets the yellows loaded. Then, of course, your 5 match to start gets your Juggernaut gems down. Swipe gets the stun, and then your swipey unless you cascade like me. And then you're on turn 2. So very, very strong. Of note, well, I'll talk about it at the end, where I see him being very good at and his uses. But you can see, I'm sure, why I say I don't really see a reason to run any other moveset besides this. Well, I'm assuming you can see. Oh, 5 match. Let's go. 1, 2, 4, 5. Have some red 3 matches. Okay, excellent. I'm sure I'm going to find a way to cascade anyway, because it's me. Now I just need to not cascade on the 3 swipe. Oh, Oh, sure, Juggernaut Gem. Let's put you there. You can see with this swipe, this will reload the yellows. Now we have... Well, I guess we're one short on the red for the second Juggernaut Gem, but they are stunned. So that's all good. Put that there, and then set up 3 matches of red. Doesn't really matter. Sure. Because he's stunned. So yep, no chance to go. Two swipes and he's gone. You can keep putting the jug out, keep putting the countdowns out. It's up to you, but you don't need to, right? It's all over but the crying, as they say. Once you get these down. Swipe. Swipe. And swipe for the win. And like I said, you could continue throwing the Juggernauts out, recycling, 2-3 red matches, set it up. Go as long as you need to, as much health as they have, and just keep stunning them. So there you go. And the last moveset, I'll show the sub, because that's what we haven't seen. And I guess I could see, and the Gozer Bomb, I guess I could see maybe a scenario where people use them. I guess use a sub plate with one of these, if you got them. Otherwise, not going to make too much of a difference. So empty your head. 10 MP red, color submission, choose 10 gems to make into yellow gems. They do 16k for 3 turns, remaining turn into blast gems. So a few blasts, not a ton. And then the Gozer Bomb, 9 MP red, deal 102k damage and choose 4 rows to destroy. So you recycle back to the choose move, the snack attack that we saw with the sub. And then you blow up the remaining blast gems with the Gozer Bomb. It's definitely not as good as what we've seen. Santa for flat gem damage because you're blowing up the whole board on everything. You don't need the 16k move. And then dual red MP trainers to get everything loaded turn 1. Butch and for some reason I put Batista on there. It's not Batista. It's Sting. That Batista's cosplaying as Sting. Or Sting is cosplaying as Batista, rather. I've done that a couple times this weekend. I am not re-recording this or post-editing that, so... It's way too much work for me. Way too complicated. And then we're just going to throw Typhoon on there for red gems and blast gem damage for this. Obviously, you may have better. A lot of the dual 20%ers are great. You could put Ray on there, Acro, bunch of different stuff. Doesn't matter. Let's do this. Okay, so sub-a-dub-dub. We're going to do that 5 match, and then, because I believe it doesn't give them an extra turn anymore. And we're just going to set up maybe some board explosion. Really hard to tell where it ends up, right? In fact, they don't get an extra turn anymore. That's great. So obviously, the choose red is loaded, and so is the Gozer Bomb. So we might as well just use the Gozer Bomb. Blow up 4 rows, catch whatever blast gems we got, and let's take this one. It's not amazing, 800k damage. Like, and it's not bad, it's very control. It recycles, so it's not bad. Like I said, subplate if you got it. And those are really the two movesets, but I can't personally get past the first one because it's just going to be able to take anyone out without them getting a turn unless they have anti-stun. So let's take a look, and I think, interestingly, I don't see him as being a very good boss battle character. I don't see a lot there for boss battle. Could be wrong about that. The black gem buff is huge, though. So the random blacks, but you can't get pinned in boss battle, so I don't believe you can even use that. So I don't really see him being ever very useful in boss battle. Even a blast gem one, he's only leaving like 8. You know, he's choosing 10, so maybe you're going to leave at best 10 blast gems. So not really great there. However, that being said, unless someone has an anti-stun, I see him very able to shred people in feud and stuff. Little bit high charge for my liking for Showdown, so, but I believe if he gets the Ghostbuster link, they start with red MP, if I'm not mistaken. So that could easily change that. You get the Juggernaut gem down right away if they start with the 10 MP. I think that's the Ghostbuster link. Pardon me if I'm wrong, but he doesn't have it right now anyway. So I guess for me, it's more of a feud thing, and I like Ray's utility more, even though like he's kind of unstoppable, right? Stay Puft's unstoppable. I like Seth more for boss battle utility, and Ray for move boss battle utility as well. And we're not going to talk about Hall of Fame Taker because he's Hall of Fame tokens. KO can hit much harder. Gonna obviously be better at boss battle. I do think Stay Puft is better at feud probably than all of these guys. Maybe not than Ray. I don't know. It's really hard to say depending what you like. He's very good, very interesting, and incredibly powerful. As far as from a power standpoint, he might be more powerful than any of them. Just because you can keep shredding them, and as long as they don't have anti-stun, you're good. Your medals don't matter, and all that. So I think a great addition, great character, fun, which I like, and doesn't need 6-star at all. I know we say that a lot, but he really doesn't need 6-star. So I'd likely take him to 5-star gold and use him there, and then take Ray 6-star. Then after that, probably would take him. As far as that goes. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And I hope you enjoyed this video. So thanks for watching, guys, and good luck out there.